Hello, hello. So, if I was starting from scratch and I knew very little or close to nothing, where would I start? I just give it a quick thought, right? The first thing I would do is make sure that I had secure passwords. So you could use the built-in password systems, and I think Chrome has one. There's different there's different solutions. There's Dashlane. There's I think it's called LastPass. But I would have a secure place to store your passwords. That's the first thing I would do. The second thing, I have some notes here. It's like, oh yeah, make a lot of free emails, right? That's trying to think. There's a lot of solutions out there that give you trials, right? We have very limited resources on these trials. So if you want to make sure that you can keep on trying things, then it's good to have a lot of backup accounts. So having a lot of emails is very, very, very helpful. And the next thing, and probably the most important thing of all, is to have a certain level of comfort and an LLM. The choice is, there's a lot of choices. I think right now, if I were to pick one, I would just go with ChatGPT. The fact that their most powerful model is freely open. It looks like they're going to be allowing the voice system to be available for free accounts. It looks like a good starting place, but it's not hyper important which one you pick. Just have access to the free ones, right? There's u.com. Someone told me about this one, and it looks pretty solid. You get some premium searches where you can use any machine you want, including GPT, Claude. There's Gemini, there's Dolphin, Commander. I haven't heard of some of those ones. So yeah, there's Perplexity is very popular right now because they make pages and stuff like that. So picking one is to start with, and then you don't have to become a master. You don't have to become a prompt engineer genius, but you have to just start learning the tools that you have at your disposal. Right now, ChatGPT, even the free accounts, you could do something like, I want to make a website. Can you help me design it? Don't even worry about typos. Start with the basics. Can you provide information about the purpose and content of your website? I want to sell headphones. Right. So the idea of getting some comfort level with the LLM is to make sure that you have a very powerful assistant no matter where you go on your journey, as far as learning, as far as AI. It's very important. It's also very important to understand, like, that you can ask a question to a community or to a group or to an individual, and they could be more in tune with your like emotions and stuff like that. But as far as knowledge, like overwhelming amount of knowledge, these LLMs have all the knowledge. They basically, I think it's like here, the ChatGPT. Is it true that you were trained on nearly all the data on the internet? Wasn't trained on literally all the data on the internet, but my training involved a large and diverse data set, which includes text. What percentage? Back in 2021. I think it was 2021. Training includes a mixture of lasers. It's covered every piece of content. It doesn't. It's avoiding the question, but you can find sources. The ChatGPT, I think it was back in 2021. ChatGPT was trained on basically nearly everything on the internet. So, yeah, it knows a lot. It knows a lot more than it gives off too, because of certain barriers that are algorithmically put in there. But if you learn the ways to manipulate the questions and go around these things, like for example, there's something like crazy. Give me a summary of all the primary points of Chapter 3 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Right? It knows it. You know what I mean? It knows this book. It likely knows the whole book, despite what it says. So yeah, anyways, that's the primary thing. You want to be secure. You want to make sure that you have lots of accounts to play with, free accounts, so we don't have to invest in things as you're playing with tools, and you want to have a strong control over ChatGPT or some sort of LLM. Also, by the way, ChatGPT is free right now, the 4.0, and it can draw for you. Draw a picture of a lion. I'm into the lions right now. And boom. You see what I'm saying? Like, you just tell it to draw you something in the chat and it'll draw it for you. What else? There's a lot of things it can do for you. It's pretty crazy. It can make Excel sheets for you and you just download them. There you go. That's a nice picture of a lion. I need a simple Excel worksheet with junk data in it for testing. Can you produce that for me, please? It's going to write the Python code, access the plethora of libraries that Python has, and then create the worksheet, right? And look, yeah, there it is. Huh, crazy, right? Is that nutty? So don't be afraid to ask your ChatGPT to do stuff for you. There you go. Look at that. So yeah, anyways, that's it for today. Take care.